What is up, people? This is the Oracle. We are back online for a first Amonkhet draft on the channel. There will be another Amonkhet draft from me on another channel, the Manabase channel. It's gonna coming tomorrow on Tuesday. This one I will upload today, Monday. So check them out. You can see another draft from me on this channel, and my next draft on the channel will probably be on Wednesday. In any case, Liliana is probably the best card in the set, one of the best cards in the set. Maybe Glorybringer is better. Maybe the 5/3 Sphinx that with Embalm that cannot be targeted for the first time each turn is better. I'm not sure. Liliana is busted. I played with her at the pre-release. She was insane. Planeswalker are insane. This is a very good Planeswalker for limited. It's a no-brainer. I don't think you'll be passing that very often. Even pack 2, if you are not in the color, you'll probably still want to go black for that. Card is sweet, busted, strong, very flavorful, and quite pretty too. Anyway, that pack is much worst. Vizier of Remedies, I would assume, is decent. It's probably good in white-green, but we are black. Unburden is fine. I mean, you cannot really go wrong with that. Heckmass Sentinels, I think, is decent. I kind of like Shimmer Scale Drake here. I think it's just strong, flexible. Even if we somehow don't end up playing blue, we can maybe just play that as a cycler. You probably don't want to do that, but it's, you can run it in the deck in any case. It's also splashable. I don't think it's strong enough where you want to splash for that, but if you have a little bit of mana fixing that's free, you can maybe just jam it. If you can play it, great. Otherwise, you can cycle it. Unburden, I think, is a little bit too weak to be picked here. This is bad, by the way. So we'll just pick the Drake. Doesn't mean we want to necessarily go blue, though. Naga Oracle seems medium, but is actually pretty good, I think. You get a 2/4, and then you look at the top 3 card, and you can put any number of them in your graveyard and the other in your hand. And this is actually Scry 3 pretty much. And it's even slightly better because you get to put, for example, Embalmed creatures or Aftermath cards in your graveyard. So it's basically, you can read it at a 2/4 Scry with an upside for 4. With Scry 3. And I think that's very solid, and I think it's going to be slightly underrated early on, and then people will realize how efficient it is. Horror of Broken Land is good, but it's not good enough to peak here. I think we want to pick Cartouche of Strength, which is great. It's a removal, and it's going to add some presence and threat to the board at the same time. And if you have a couple way to use the Cartouche effect, if you have some trials and can get it back in hand, it's even better. Good removal, good card. I think it was the best card in the pack, and I think at this point we are fine just picking the best card in every pack and choosing colors slightly later. Even though I don't think we'll play something other than black. Black has not seemed very open so far. I don't think we've seen anything great in black, but this card is so powerful that you just stay in black, I think. Gale Strike is a card I do like at this amount. Kills Embalmed creature. Decent trick in general, fine card. Essence Scatter is decent too. I think I do like the Gale Strike more. Hooded Brawler is fine. It's a fine 3-drop, nothing exciting. Magma Ray is probably the best card in the pack. Very efficient removal, goods against Embalmed creature. Great. Very, very solid card. I think we either pick Magma Spray and continue to be open, or we pick Gale Strike. I'm gonna pick Gale Strike since we already have a blue card. Could be wrong. There's another Magma Spray here. Jeez. Evolving Wilds, not bad. Wandering Death is pretty good too, I think. Cycle it when you cannot use it, and otherwise get a nice 2/1, get 2 solid creatures. Spring Mine is fine. I don't think we'll end up playing blue-green though. I don't think we'll be blue-green with a Liliana. I don't think it's very likely. There's another Drake, which I think is solid. Now, second Magma Spray in a row. I think I'm just gonna pick that. Again, stay open and try to find out what's open. That sentence was not very good. I'll admit it. That's a late even initiate. I think the card is very, very good. The creature is solid on its own. Like 3/2 flying for 4 is, it's about what you will get, and then the embalm in the later game is just, it's just icing on the cake. Sensor is fine, but I think this is much better. At least for limited. Obviously this will see plays in constructed, but here we just want the initiate. Well, I was gonna say that black has not been very open, but this is really its splendid agony. I think this is a good card, good removal in the set. You can sometimes get a 2-for-1, otherwise, I mean, you cannot really go wrong with that, it's fine. Another Essence Scatter, which I think is good. Winds of Rebuke is nice too, kills Unbound Creature. Very fine card in the set. But yeah, I think we'll just pick Agony, and it looks like we'll be blue-black. Maybe splashing for red if we get some good fixing, though not very likely. I don't like Decision Paralysis. We might want to play Reduce. Seems bad. I think I still like that more than the Decision Paralysis actually, but I'm probably not going to play any of these. That's again very late initiative. I think the card is one of the very very solid common in the set and exactly what you want to be doing. So surprised to see that going this late, but I'll happily pick it. Might play that, though I doubt it. Painted Bluff I don't love. I don't think we'll try to splash anyway, so maybe the Paralysis. Naga Oracle Wield? Card is again very good, and we picked 2 Unbound Creature in the meantime. I'll take that. Dune Beetle could be... I mean, it's not a great card, but look at that. We have flyers, we have good late game. Seems like a perfectly fine 2-drop in this deck. I think it's shaped up pretty well somehow. I don't think this should wheel, and I don't think this should have gone this late. At least not the second one. Maybe I'm overrating that card right now, but... it's been so good so far. It's a 2-for-1 with a good body built in. This is very nice. Don't think we'll be playing Kefnet's Monument. It's pretty bad. First I read it, I thought you would tap the creature and it could not untap. Turns out you don't tap it, it just doesn't untap, but that's not really good enough. Alright, Trial of Zeal is great, probably the best card here. Amazing if you have a couple cartouche. Javelineer, strong, probably weaker than Trial, and kind of build around. New Perspective, I don't know. It's basically 6 mana draw 3, which I don't think is exactly what you want to be doing in this set, so I think I'm gonna pass on that. Cartouche of Knowledge is good. The thing is, looks like we just have a bunch of flyers. It's hard to make that card bad though. Even on a Beetle, like, you draw a card, so whatever happens you don't get 2-for-1 and you build a 2/5 flyer. Seems pretty good. I think the other option, the Beetle might just wheel. I don't think that card is great, but I think it's looking good in our decks. That's why I'm talking about that. I think the pick is between Cartouche and Illusory Wrappings, which is a removal. You can't really get rid of creatures with abilities, but otherwise it deals with stuff fairly efficiently. I think it's fine. I think it's pretty good. I think I'm gonna pick the removal here. I think in some decks you'd rather have the fly, but here I think we'd rather have the removal. Approach is kind of a cool card. I think it's a little bit ambitious to make that work in limited though, unless we have a ton of cycling. Shadow of the Grave, not really an option in limited. Crocodile of the Crossing is busted. I don't know what they thought when they printed that. Like, worst case scenario, it's a 4/3 haste for 4. Worst case scenario. That's pretty much the power level of a rare. The card is I don't know. The power level here is through the roof. Manglehorn, not very good, especially since there's not a lot of artifact in this set. Vital is pretty good. I think Mana Accelerant are good in this set. They were not so good in Aether Revolt, but pretty solid in Amonkhet. Soulslinger is fine, better if you have some synergies. Skirmisher is fine, not super exciting. I think we just want Essence Scatter, which is a fine early interaction, and removal. Another Shadow of the Grave? Jeez. And Crop Crasher is great. 3/2 haste for 3 is already good, and when you need, you can exert to make something unable to block. That one is pretty good too, but you need you can get back something. You need a little bit of work to make that good. I think Crasher is better. Still a solid 3-drop. I don't like Doom Dissenter. I think I'd rather just play a Beetle most of the time in a deck like this. Seeker of Insight is fine. It blocks. You can literally beat. We'll probably be playing a decent amount of non-creature spell. It's not super exciting, but I'm happy enough picking that here. There's not a ton of things in our colors anyway. Bounty of Luxa is great. I love that card. I don't think we want to be splashing for that, though. I mean, we could. You get basically half Phyrexian Arena, half 3 mana. You draw a card, you get 3 mana. You draw a card, you get 3 mana every turn. I mean, it changes every turn. It's good. Grim Strider, I think, is fine. Though, probably not that exciting in this deck. I've been pretty impressed with Pitiless Vizier. We don't have a ton of Cycler right now, though. Trial of Ambition. I don't know. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's gonna be bad. It depends on the deck. Against a white deck with some white cartouche that's gonna make some 1/1, it's gonna be bad. I kinda wanna try it out, though. It's cheap, it's a removal. I could see that being pretty bad, but I kinda wanna try it. And Oracle might just wheel since the other one wheeled. I could see the 4 mana 6/6 being better, though. Yeah, Winds of Rebuke is not bad. And you can bounce your own trials to get another shot at using them. River Serpent is pretty good too, but I think this is just better. The card is good. The card is good. This is good if you have enough zombies. I don't mind playing a Cradle of the Accursed if I have enough. If my mana is good enough. I think a 2/2 is worthwhile. I mean, it really depends on your mana. Sometimes it's not going to be worthwhile. Sometimes it's going to be. Depends. I think if I want second Beetle, I will get it, so I'm not going to pick that one. I'm just going to pick Evolving Wilds. I don't mind running that, even if I'm not playing a third color and I could want to splash for stuff later on. And also, having that means I'm more likely going to be able to maybe splash for something like, play something like Grasping Dunes, for example, or the other thing we saw that puts a zombie onto the battlefield. This card seems decent. Now, Labyrinth's Guardian is pretty good. First time I read it, I thought it would die if it was targeted by a creature. An ability, but it's only spell, so you will not really get beaten down by flag bearers, pingers, and whatnot. They need to use a spell that target it to kill it. So I think this is actually solid, and the body is nice. I think this is slightly better than Dunes. I'm not entirely sure, but it seems fine. Another Wrappings, another Rebuke. I think I like second Wrappings more than second Rebuke. Stacking too many bounce effect can be sometimes a little bit bad, as you end up short on cards. We'll get a Cartouche, not bad, given that we have the Trial. And again, I think if I want second Beetle, which I'm not even sure because I got a decent amount of 2-drops, I think I'll get it. So cool. This deck is looking good. We have a bunch of solid Greenvolt, control over the cards the opponent will be playing, decent late game, some flyers, Liliana chilling in there, ready to destroy people. I like that. I like this start. And I'm pretty happy that we already have enough 2-drops, and that our early game is looking decent, and now we can focus on maybe picking some more Greenvolt, some slightly stronger card, a couple finisher, and we should be good. Yep, sounds good to me. Also, Wrappings is especially good when you tend to kill people with Planeswalker or Flyer, because you don't really care about giving them a chump blocker if you kill with Flyer, or again, if you just want to generate card advantage with your Liliana and destroy them later on. So we're just picking for money right here. Manglehor might be worth more than these cards. Yeah, I don't know. There was nothing. Could see main decking that. It's not bad. I definitely like the start. I mean, it's nice. We might be wheeling an Oracle. I'm not saying this card is good because my channel is called the Oracle. I think it's really solid. 2 for 4, Scry 3 with an upside. that cannot be bad, right? 2/4 for 4 mana are already main deckable in limited, not exciting, but they can often end up being your 23rd card. I've played a couple 2/4 in the past, and once you add the Scry, it actually becomes a perfectly fine card. I think it just looks bad. This is why people don't want it, but I think it's good. If it was only look at the card and put them back in the order you want, I think it would be bad, but the fact that you can just put some lands you don't want, or dig towards lands, or put some Embalm in your graveyard to get card advantage is just very good. Time to reflect. Sure. Alright. Nice. I'm not gonna splash Magma Spray off one Evolving Wild. I don't think it's worth it. If somehow I get some more fixing, free fixing, maybe I'll splash for that. I don't even think it's a card that's so good to splash for as it's something you want to cast early in the game. Vizier of Tumbling Sand I think is decent. It's a fine card. I might just pick it. I think it's better than Illumination, which is not a card I like a lot. And I think something I realized playing a little bit this weekend is that, I mean, I haven't played a lot, obviously, but so far, what I think about this set is that I want to be casting an Aven Initiate and get my 2/1 later in the game and play a solid creature that does something, and not get a 2/1 by spending 4 mana and not advancing my board. Each time I open casted that, so far I was like, well, I'm happy they spent 4 mana just drawing a card. I mean, one more card. I think you want to get your card advantage through Embalm and through other things, and not really with a card like that. This is my opinion, it might change. I don't think this is bad. I don't think it's as good as it would be in other sets, though. And Vizier is quite solid. I think better than the Illumination. Trial of Knowledge, I like that. This is a little bit better, because draw 3, discard 1 in limited is close to draw 3, which is much better than draw 2. And we have one cartouche, I guess, so there is that. I think we'd rather have that over the third Wrapping or the second Vizier or the Soul Stinger. Sweet. Oketra's Attendant is pretty good, by the way. Cancel. I don't think we're canceling things with that deck, but Horror of the Broken Land is a fine card. Now, I don't think we have many cyclers. Maybe we have 1 or 2 cyclers. One here. Yeah, we have 2 cycler right now, which makes it weaker. It's still fine, like a 4/4 for 5 that you can cycle early on if you need. I think it's fine, and it's just threatening, even if they don't know that you have nothing. I think it's gonna be better than an Evolving Wild. There's something that's pretty bad that I just noticed is the interaction between Illusory Wrappings and Trial of Ambitions. Once we wrap something, this card is very bad. I think I might just cut it. I should have picked the other card, probably. Maybe in some deck it's fine. We have 1 cartouche, but it plays really badly with wrappings, which I don't love at all. Yeah, I think I'm probably not gonna play it. I really don't like this interaction. We'll see. I mean, depends on if I get some more playables. At least I have enough 2-drop and enough early interaction. It's not like I'm in dire for early interaction, so I can cut it, I think. But if I get enough playables, yeah, I don't think it's gonna make the main deck. So do we have any zombie? Because there's a Lord of Zombies in this pack. I guess all of our Embalmed creature come back as zombies. Otherwise, I don't think we have any zombie. I guess Liliana does drop zombie. Yeah, there is that. We have a couple Embalmed creature plus Liliana. It's not a bad card on its own, like a 2-3 for 3 is playable. Heckma Sentinels is probably not going to be that much better, given the amount of cycler we have. Ancient Crab might be better, though I doubt it. I'm just going to pick it. We don't have a ton of zombies, but it's a fine card. Another Trial of Knowledge, interesting. I think I might just pick it. I have early interaction. I don't mind card advantage. It's definitely better than Illumination. I'm very confident about that. Could see picking Grasping Dunes, but fine with doing Drake Haven. Jeez. This is a card you want to open pack one and build around. Now it might just wheel because no one can really do that anymore. No one, draft the right deck, and I don't think we did. We have 3 cyclers. This is not good enough. The card is very powerful, very first pickable. I think it's just too late to do that now for us and for most people in this pool, I would assume. I think we are just playing Seeker inside. I think you'd rather have a defensive 2-drop over a Minotaur. That I guess it's a zombie. But with 2 trials, no, I think I just want the Seeker. I just want to leave, get my card advantage going, and kill them with my flyers, my card advantage, or Liliana. Do you like Wasteland Scorpion at this amount? Another card, Lay Claim. That card is busted. Should never go this late. It's amazingly powerful. You can take anything, and if you cannot, well, you can cycle it. There's just no drawback. Very close to Bomber Air, in my opinion. I don't think we'll be playing that. I'd rather play the Trial. I don't want more card advantage, but I'm not going to play anything else, I guess. Do we play second Vizier? I doubt it. We might have not even play the first one. Cancel is nice for the side. Alright, so I think I want to keep all my 2-drops. I'm happy with these. Maybe I cut a Beetle. Yeah, I can cut a Beetle. I have 2 Seekers, which are both better, I think. And enough 2-drops, yeah. I can cut a Beetle. I don't think we'll be playing that. And we can probably cut a 3-drop 2. Wandering Death doesn't seem very good here. We don't have a lot of creatures. And this is 23. And I'm pretty happy with that. I do have a couple cyclers. My curve is not super high, so this could be an argument to play 16 land. But I want to hit my land drop, and I feel like with 2 Oracles and 2 Trial of Knowledge, I should not be afraid about flooding. I think I'll just, I have enough card advantage where... And I also have these 2 dudes that loot, so I don't think flooding should be a concern with this specific deck. We are kind of mono blue splashing for a bit of black. I still want enough black in the deck for Liliana, so I'm not gonna follow what MTGO says, especially since I don't have any double blue except for that comes at 7. I might just make it 8-8 to be honest, which is gonna be 9-9 with the Evolving Wilds. Yeah. No MTGO, no. Could see 9-7, but I really wanna hit my second black on turn 5, and we don't need any double blue. So that's going to be this blue-black control with Liliana. I hope you guys enjoyed the draft. Drop a like if it's the case. Thanks for watching and see you for round uno.